Alrighty, hey guys, welcome back to another thread discussion video. And today we have this thread that came out when Rebellions came out in 1.5.6, but unfortunately I missed it, I guess. But it's talking about how rebellions occur, how you can prevent them, and all of that. This is coming from a developer, pretty sure the guy who did work on this. So let's read it, let's go over it. I think this is viable information, regardless if I'm a little bit late on it, but let's get right into it. I'm going to link it down below if you guys want to go check it out for yourself, and let's do it. So, greeting warriors of Calradia. In this post, we explain our new feature and provide a follow-up to our previous post about loyalty and security. So we did go over that post. Rebellions are instantaneous map events that occur after a buildup of resentment of the current owner of the settlement. The purpose is to punish poor management and challenge overexpensive conquest and simulate the realities of governing settlements. The rebellion, based on the following assumptions. Garrisons are always loyal to the settlement owner. The militia, on the other hand, can defect as they represent the will of the people. The militia is the main force of the rebellion, which makes sense because you still pay wages to the garrison, so therefore they are under your pay, so they're not going to really be resentful of you. But militia, on the other hand, if you maintain the settlement poorly, they don't really make ends meet, therefore would have resentment towards you, which makes sense on why they are the main force of the rebellion. Now, conditions for a rebellion to start. Currently, the rebellions only occur in towns and checks for the following conditions. Interesting. So with that statement, it looks like we are going to get it maybe in castles soon, and be very, very, very cool if we can get it in villages. But that probably won't happen. Maybe just in castles. But alright, so here are the following conditions. Loyalty of the town is very low, and then strength of the militia is a lot higher than the strength of the garrison. So pretty much once militia goes over the garrison size, they're going to feel more confident to start the rebellion. And if loyalty of the town is very low, it's going to get triggered. Also, I don't know if he mentions it here, but what we were told was that security also had kind of a, what do you call it? Security had, what's it called? A big role to play. But I guess since loyalty goes down, security goes down as well, maybe. I don't know. Maybe he'll get into it in a little bit later. As the loyalty of a town drops below a threshold, the populace gets angry and starts to take up arms. When this happens, the number of militia in the town starts to increase rapidly, and as they see the owner as the tyrant, they will not join to defend against sieges. Thus, a player cannot exploit this to create a very large number of militia. What do you mean? Wait. I don't understand exactly how he would exploit this, but yeah. So if they really don't like you, they're not going to defend against sieges. So your town's gonna get taken a lot quicker, and also obviously they can rebel. If the conditions are met, a rebellion is started with some chance. This has quite a lot of effects, which we will explain below. Okay, so here are the effects of the rebellion. When conditions hold and a rebellion starts, few things happen in the town. The owner of the settlement loses all control of the settlement. The garrison is destroyed, some of them end up in prisons and others are killed. A portion of the militia is lost in the uprising and the rest is converted to the garrison. A new rebel clan is created. This clan has newly generated members representing charismatic or influential people who lead the rebellion. The new clan is immediately at war with the original settlement owner's faction. The loyalty of the city will get a temporary boost. So obviously another rebellion doesn't happen, right? And it makes sense that the militia get turned into the garrison, again, probably for the same reason, so another rebellion doesn't occur. And also it kind of, beefs the militia up, because then the militia can level up a little bit better because, they're in the garrison, they're kind of like training or whatever. So it makes sense. Cool. Now, the Rebel Clan. The Rebel Clan is a new clan formed by the prominent figures of the rebellion. While they take over the settlement's control, they have not They have not established their legitimacy at this point. A rebel clan is very similar to a normal kingdom clan with few key differences. They cannot join factions, they cannot marry other clans. If they lose their original settlement, they cease to spawn and eventually are destroyed. If they manage to hold onto their settlement for some time, they will become a legitimate clan and can join, leave, marry, and perform other actions than a normal clan can do. And the devs have said that that is 30 in-game days from the rebellion started. Next, when rebellion clans are created, they start with a very low relationship with the faction they rebelled against. Yeah, it's like minus like 90 or something like that, something around there. It's a huge minus in relationship. And a very high relationship with their settlement culture, and will probably defect to their original faction when they become normal clans after some time. Of course, it is not hard-coded in these clans, as any other can be persuaded to join other factions. If the clan has rebelled against its own culture's faction, then they will hate their own culture's faction. Okay, and just a note on this, because this was on the 25th, the problem was they were just joining the biggest faction always, or the biggest kingdom always on the map. That is being changed, and we should see some changes to it further, where they will actually kind of always try to side with the same culture to kind of rebuild that culture settlement, or not that culture settlement, that culture's faction. Alrighty, countering rebellions. So rebellions is a future that would make large empires be wary of their over-expansive policies. Expanding very fast without keeping a necessary garrison until the land is healed can lead to rapid rebellions when conquering foreign lands. However, there are ways to counter rebellions. A town can be kept in check in many ways, which we will list below. First, appointing a culturally appropriate governor to reduce culture penalties. Okay, resolving issues that have negative loyalty effects, improving permanent projects that increase loyalty gain, doing daily projects which give you a loyalty boost, defending villages and allowing them to heal would curb loyalty penalties from starvation, going after bandits and hideouts to increase security and loyalty, passing faction-wide policies that improve loyalty. There you go. Those are all the ways that you can positively impact loyalty and directly counter a rebellion. We believe rebellions introduce a new layer of depth to the simulation and make many other systems in the game matter more as policies, town projects. I'm sorry, I read that wrong. What's it called? They make many other systems in the game matter as policies, town projects gain new importance, and also balance the steamrolling factions quite a bit. As always, we are awaiting your feedback to further improve and balance rebellions. Keep your subjects happy or expect a rebellion soon. There it is. Yeah, like I said before, I think this is a great new big feature. I think it's a good start. I think that it needs to be worked on a little bit, but it's getting there. It does help with kind of, the game going on for longer, stuff changing more rapidly, and kind of going back to the regular balance. And yeah, I definitely like this feature. All right, let's see what people have to say. Nice addition. Fully relying on Militia. Gotta change my tactics, which is awesome. Okay. We have a reply from the developer here. So we have a player asking a question and a reply. So the question is, one question about this: do they become just a kingdomless clan, a minor faction that happened to hold a town, or a de facto new AI kingdom? As I've seen in the video, that the rebels' leader is called a king. So is there a possibility of them not joining any kingdoms but staying independent forever, and even form a new kingdom AI with all the functionalities of the starting one, or even the player can join them as a vassal? No. That is the unfortunate part. This is why I said this is a great feature. It's a great start, but I think we need to somehow make it so minor factions or minor clans can form their own kingdoms as well. If we get to that point where not only the player can form their own kingdom, but other clans can form their own kingdom and kind of start the fight, however small or however, hard it might actually be. If we can get to that point where clans can start their own kingdom and kind of get in the fight a little bit and just, you know, you see these different clans start to grow in maybe 20 or 30, maybe 40 in-game years, what's it called? Ahead in time, right? You see like completely different kingdoms. You know, like you only see like only parts of like the beginning kingdoms, but you see all these new kingdoms form. If we can get to that point, oh my god, it would be so great in my opinion. All right, Dev responds. Currently, they do not form from independent kingdoms, but I believe that there is something that can be investigated. This is not a hard-coded behavior, though. The scoring algorithm also chooses to join a kingdom because it is always more advantageous to be part of a kingdom than standing on your own against the world. True. While they're not part of a kingdom, they lack a lot of functionalities bestowed on kingdoms like policies and declaring wars. There you go. Any more responses? Does not look like it. But okay, boys. I want to just get this out there, get some more information for you guys. I know I missed it. My apologies. I really did not see this. It came out of nowhere. But yeah, like I said before, great feature. Hopefully it keeps getting worked on. Hopefully we can get to the point where clans where minor clans can become major factions and major kingdoms. I think that would be great. But good start. Alrighty, ask me any questions, any concerns, and like always, stay safe.